Hey everybody, Big J, Historic Anderson Farms. Beautiful Saturday. Everybody say hey.
Hi!
Okay, there's the gang and they're supporting their shirts. Today we will be looking at the old house. Originally, right, you introduced kind of us coming out here in the field, more kind of what's going on in the garden, plus with the animals transition. So this would be our future dwelling. I'm showing you the top of this tin here and the outside of the house just so you can see the comparison when I get and you can see what it looks like underneath. And that's what a lot of this house is. Things kind of look like a little bit of age and really need some restoration. But underneath all this stuff is really some beautiful work. So we're going to take a step in and I'll kind of show you some of the house. But before I step in, I do want to show you this beautiful rebuilt deck. My cousin, who I bought the house from and the property around it, had an incredible job done rebuilding the deck, and both the back porch also. So that was a great blessing. He also did a substantial work as far as shoring up some more of the foundation, some of the attic stuff, and some things like that that really needed to be done. And this is the main hallway right here as you walk in. So very wide hallway, and you can see where it drops down. Well, the house was built in sections over time, from what I was told, 1880s, probably finished, I'm not sure, but probably at least by 1900, 1910, something like that. James Jackson Anderson, my great-great-grandfather, he lived here, raised his family, what I was told. R.F. Sr., my great-grandfather, who I knew a little bit when I was really young, he raised his whole family here. And so you had people living here for well over 100 years. And then whenever my uncle passed away and my other uncle, he moved on to somewhere else, there wasn't a lot of, it wasn't really any activity anymore. And this was a house of a lot of activity. And so some of that kind of really died down. But during that time, there was a lot of interest in the restoration of the old home, especially people that know that there's a lot more to this than what meets the eye. And you can see here, this was kind of the grand den. Beautiful, big, high ceilings, of course. And so we will be stripping out all of the old paint, and what I want to show you in here also, there's one spot that we have scratched off for you, and this is what's called, if you've never seen it before, antique heart pine. A lot of it comes from the old longleaf. Most of those forests have long been since cut down, but before about 1930, you could still see a lot of that old, a lot of the old heart was used to build the homes, and that's why a lot of them are still standing, because they can resist a lot of termite and rot, unlike a lot of the modern pines and other type trees that just don't have that amount of heart. So it's really incredible. So you look at this stuff and you think, it looks kind of dingy. Maybe some people should just bulldoze the house down. It's like, no, there's a lot here. That wood is definitely worth a lot. So it's a great blessing to be able to be here and to take part in this restoration project. My parents, they had it for a time in the early, late 90s, early 2000s. My mom, my aunt, some of my cousins came in, tore out a lot of the old, it was layers of carpet and linoleum and wallpaper and all the stuff that came through probably in the 60s and 70s, right? And so they tore all of that stuff out, which has been a great help. So as we pick up in the restoration project, like I said, after some other stuff had been done, also the decks and such, that we can really take it to the next level. We have the time and the resources to make it happen. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the rest of the house too. And this is the master bedroom. Some of this stuff we just recently tore out the bathroom. But this is the size of the old master. And kind of walk through here. You'll notice here that the roof definitely gets lower. And when that happens, as I said, it was built in sections. This is what we just tore out from the bathroom. I'm going to make this into 2 bathrooms. So what you see here and some of the old buildup on the floor, what's underneath that is absolutely incredible. And that's what we'll be revealing over time. And so I'll show you more about that as we kind of walk back through this way. And this was just kind of an extra room that was used. We'll probably actually use it for our dining room just because it's so long. And what we're going to do with some of the ceilings here so that it will feel a lot higher is I'm going to go in, strip all that off, and flip the actual the ceiling. So that way it will sit on the rafters instead of under the rafters to get a nice transition. Now this is what some of the wood looks like. This was a spot that just didn't get painted. I think there was some shelving up here at some point. So a lot of beautiful tongue and groove, walls, ceilings, floors. It is amazing how much good wood is still in here. And so we're definitely excited about that. Kind of go through the old kitchen here. Got a lot of great ideas on this. Some of this was stripped off from the just glue from the old wallpaper and such. So we'll be taking care of all that. Hopefully try to set up some nice appliances. We'll set up a nice pass through here probably, since this is already cut out, so that we can use it for the other side. Want to show you here. This is one of the original, looks like original rooms here. End up being our pantry. A lot of beautiful wood here. This is what can be used to kind of date a lot of the wood. You'll notice a lot of those old saw marks, and so very very nice. Now what we also hope to do is continue to do some upgrades, electrical, plumbing, heating and air. This was the original dining room here. So you can see it still has some of that old green paint, but you can see the beautiful walls. Some of this cabinetry here, plywood boxes, actually good shape. We'll find some purpose from those came out of the kitchen. So as we come through right here, show you this last room here. This is a really old room here. Like I said, it's built in stages. You can see a lot of the old rafters here. We got some debris we obviously need to take down. And again, you can see these the old walls here. You can see these in this room, these huge, massive planks. I mean, they're probably right at about 12 inches wide, so antique heart on those here. And if you remember the outside, there was a little bit of kind of old buildup on the tin, but if you look at the tin in here, you will see that tin practically looks brand new. Didn't have the same type sealant with the tin whenever this tin went up many years ago, but it is in great shape. So we'll go out there at some point and we will paint the ceiling, and it'll really kind of freshen everything up. Now, the other thing that we're trying to restore to the house is just so much life that was once here. There was so much excitement when I was a little boy. There were always a lot of people in and out, a lot of very festive atmosphere. And so as that's kind of weighing down, we want to bring that festive atmosphere back. And so we get a lot of people waving, hello, what's going on? Always have a good time with folks that drive by. And we hope to really kind of continue that, make this kind of a little light on a hill. It does sit on a hill. It is the high point of the property. And if you've ever been out here off of Ephesus Church Road, it's not totally flat here. You do get some rolling hill, which is nice when it comes to drainage. I hope you have enjoyed the tour here of the old house. We hope you have a blessed day. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do want to mention we have one video up over 53,000 views, one of our goat milking videos, and they've done a great job. As a reminder, we got our t-shirts here you can order. Have about 75 different things that you can pick from on different slogans. And we'll see you next time. Everybody say bye.